Hey Angelina, ever feel like the world is just constantly demanding something from you? Like from the moment you wake up, it's a never-ending barrage of notifications, opinions, news. It's exhausting, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, John. You hit the nail right on the head. It's not just exhausting, it can be really overwhelming. I mean, there are days I feel like I'm drowning in information and other people's problems before I even finish my first cup of coffee. It makes you realize how precious a calm mind actually is.
Right? And that brings us to today's topic, something I think is incredibly vital in our modern, hyper-connected world, protecting your peace. Because, honestly, peace is one of the most valuable things you can possess.
It truly is. I think a lot of people mistakenly think peace means avoiding all challenges or just, being in a quiet room all the time. But it's so much more than that. It's an internal state, a resilience, wouldn't you say?
Precisely. It's about maintaining that internal calm, that steady core, even when the external world is chaotic. And that's where discipline comes in, which might sound counterintuitive to some. You think discipline, you think strict rules, not peace.
I can see that, but I actually think discipline is key. Because if you're not intentional, if you're not disciplined about what you allow into your life, then stress and chaos just walk right in, uninvited, and set up camp. It's like leaving your front door wide open.
Exactly. Discipline in this context isn't about rigid self-control for its own sake. It's about being intentional. It's about consciously choosing what gets your energy, your time, and your attention. Because not every argument out there deserves your attention. Not every opinion warrants your reaction.
Oh, tell me about it. That's been such a huge lesson for me, especially with social media. It's so easy to get sucked into a debate or feel the need to correct someone, even when it's utterly pointless and just drains my emotional battery. Learning to just scroll past or even step away entirely has been liberating.
That's a perfect example, and it extends beyond social media too. How often do we get entangled in other people's problems that really aren't ours to solve, or feel obligated to mediate disputes that don't directly involve us? A disciplined person understands this. They choose where to invest their energy and where to simply step away.
It's so true. I used to be such a people pleaser, always feeling like I had to jump in and fix things, even if it meant sacrificing my own well-being. It was exhausting. And honestly, it didn't really help anyone in the long run, because I'd just end up resentful and burnt out.
That's the trap, isn't it? You end up depleting yourself, and for what? Protecting your peace at its core is about setting healthy boundaries. It's a vital component of that discipline we're talking about. It's saying, this is my space, my energy, and I get to decide what enters it.
Boundaries are huge, and they can be really difficult to set at first, especially with people you care about. You feel guilty or you worry about hurting someone's feelings. But I've found that the people who truly respect you will respect your boundaries, and those who don't, well, maybe those relationships need a reevaluation.
Absolutely. It's a sign of self-respect, really. And it's not just about what you keep out, but also about what you invite in. Protecting your peace means spending less time on negativity, whether that's negative news, negative people, or even negative self-talk, and consciously redirecting that time and energy towards growth.
That's such a powerful shift in perspective. Instead of just avoiding what drains you, it's about actively seeking out what nourishes you, like choosing habits, environments, and relationships that genuinely support your well-being rather than constantly draining it. It's about being proactive, isn't it?
Yes, completely proactive. Think about your daily habits. Do they contribute to your peace or chip away at it? Are you spending too much time scrolling mindlessly? Or are you investing in things like reading, exercise, meditation, or quality time with loved ones? These choices, small as they seem, accumulate.
They really do. I've found that even dedicating just 15 minutes a day to something that brings me joy or helps me clear my head, like listening to music or just sitting quietly, makes a huge difference. It's like a mini reset button for my brain, and that discipline to carve out that time no matter how busy I am is what sustains it.
That's a great practical tip, and it also highlights a common misconception that peace means avoiding challenges altogether. That if you have peace, life is smooth sailing all the time. But that's just not realistic, is it? Challenges are part of life.
Right. It's not about burying your head in the sand. Peace is about facing those challenges, those inevitable storms, but doing it with a clear mind and a steady heart. It's about not letting the external chaos infect your internal state. It's about responding wisely, not reacting emotionally.
Exactly. When your mind is calm, when you're not constantly overwhelmed by stress or other people's drama, you make better decisions. You stay focused on your goals because your energy isn't being siphoned off in a million different directions. You can actually think strategically.
Oh, absolutely. I remember a time when I was so stressed out about work, I actually made a pretty big mistake that cost me a lot of time to fix. Looking back, if I had just taken a moment, taken a breath, and approached it with a calmer mind, it would have been so different. Stress clouds judgment.
It absolutely does. And that brings us to the ultimate benefit, beyond just feeling happier. Success is easier to build when your mind isn't filled with unnecessary stress. When you have clarity, when you have that inner peace, you're more effective, more resilient, and frankly, more creative.
That's a powerful statement, John. It's not just about comfort, it's about performance and well-being intertwined. When you protect your peace, you're essentially creating optimal conditions for yourself to thrive in every aspect of life, not just personally, but professionally too.
100%. So, what are some tangible things people can start doing, maybe today, to really guard their energy and respect their time, beyond the general idea of discipline?
Okay, so for me, a couple of things have been game changers. First, a digital detox window every day. I put my phone away an hour before bed and don't pick it up for the first hour after waking. It creates a buffer zone from the noise. Second, I try to identify my energy vampires, people, activities, or even news sources that consistently leave me feeling drained. And then I limit my exposure to them. It's a conscious choice.
Those are excellent. The energy vampires concept is so real. For me, it's been about learning to say no more often. And not just to big commitments, but to small things too, like an extra meeting that doesn't really need my presence, or an invitation that I know will leave me feeling overstimulated. Valuing my time enough to decline, politely but firmly, has been huge.
Oh, learning to say no is a superpower, isn't it? It feels so difficult at first, but then you realize how much capacity it frees up, and that capacity can then be directed towards things that actually contribute to your peace and growth.
Absolutely. So, to really wrap this up, it boils down to a few key takeaways. Guard your energy, respect your time, and stay disciplined in those choices. Because when you consciously and consistently protect your peace, you're not just creating a temporary reprieve from stress. You're actually building the very foundation for a stronger, happier, and ultimately more successful life.
Couldn't agree more, John. It's an ongoing practice, not a one-time fix, but every small choice to protect that inner calm adds up. It's an investment in yourself, and it's one of the best investments you can ever make. Thanks for such an insightful conversation today.
Always a pleasure, Angelina. And to all our listeners, remember, your peace is precious. Go out there and protect it. We'll catch you next time on Mindful English Talks.